bring this microphone in a little bit? I feel like I should. How cool is this? On the water. Sunset is right over there. It will keep falling across the sky as we hang out together. Thank you for joining me tonight, gatherers. As promised, I took a look at some of your requests from last night, and I'm going to start with one that I think I only played once on a gathering, a song called Whiskey Memphis Sky. It kind of felt like this summer day that I'm getting to have with my family here in Woods Hole, Massachusetts. For those of you watching from around the world, that is the Atlantic Ocean behind me. And it is good to have you hanging. I've been hiding like a rat in a coal mine. I've been sweating like a thief in confession. Tell me stories I believe. Show me something I can see. Smoky Salt Creek rhythm chime tastes like Sunday, pours like wine, and they can feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. I've been shaky like the son of a gambler. I've been rattled like a snake in a hole. Show me something I can't see. Tell me stories I'll believe. Salt Creek rhythm shine tastes like Sunday, pours like wine, feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. Been waiting it out for a scattered ray of sun, but I figured it out. Sometimes you have to catch it on the run. Smoky Salt Creek rhythm shine tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. Smoky Salt Creek rhythm shine tastes like Sunday, pours like wine. They can feast their eyes on this whiskey Memphis sky. Pretty special place we get to hang today, right? Yeah, it has been a pretty amazing, and I don't know how loud the water is compared to my voice. It sounds really nice to me, so I don't care too much, but when I talk to you out here, I'll try to speak loudly, so just to make sure that you can hear everything. This has been my third day hanging here in this special spot that my whole extended family usually rents for a couple weeks in the summertime. It has been so challenging figuring out how we are going to set boundaries for each other in the midst of the pandemic. And it has also been pretty inspiring to watch a family who really loves one another try to figure out and tackle challenging issues together, you know. There will certainly, I am sure, never be another year like this, where we are all learning so much about how to cope with so much. And for the most part, just speaking personally, it's been a pretty horrific year, but in the midst of all of that, there have been so many instances of courage and love, belief in one another, strength. I can't help but, in the midst of feeling sad a lot of times, also being pretty inspired by what I have had the chance to witness this year. Anyways, I can't help but be reflective when I sit around on a wall overlooking the water for a couple days, right? All right, I can't remember who requested this, but I saw a handful of people wanting to hear this song yesterday, so this one's called Sprig. I want my life to sparkle like the ocean, sparkle like the ocean on a clear summer day. But sometimes I feel like a dirty little puddle, waiting for some boot to come and splash me away. So I lie in my bed, close the shades, bury my head, like if I hide long enough, thinking I've got it rough, make it all go away, make it all go away. Come on. I want my life to be strong like an oak tree, strong like an oak tree, the sturdiest thing around. But sometimes I feel like a scraggly sprig of clover, waiting for someone to come and pluck me out the ground. So I walk around this town, slouch down low, looking down, like if I hide long enough, thinking I've got it rough, make it all go away, make it all go away. Come on. I want my life to be pretty like a sunset, pretty like a sunset for anyone to see. But sometimes I feel like the fog rolling over, all thick and bloated, messing up the scenery. so I drive at night, far from home, far from sight. Like if I hide long enough, thinking you've got it rough, make it all go away, make it all go away. Oh, there it is. Good. I hope you can see everything and hear everything okay. You see some people out there on the pier fishing and video filming the fishing. That's how it goes these days. Okay, so I know that it is request night or leftover night. I'm not sure I saw this as a request, but you know, one of the coolest things is, I mean, this is all my extended family, and Allie is so cool about loving. She's as excited to come down here each year as I am, and it was really nice just to wake up next to her, listening to the water, go swimming with her during the day, and I just appreciate her being here. See my nephews and nieces trying to get in the shot there? There they go. I bet you're gonna see them out in the pier in just a little bit. They know where this camera's facing. The whole family, by the way, I don't know if you're on tonight, but if you are the gal that has made all those amazing sketches throughout the gatherings, thank you. That has been a pretty special, amazing thing to get to watch, and your sketch of Lila and Sarah dancing behind me in New Paltz, New York that day has definitely made the rounds amongst the family. Pretty cool. Oh, there they are out there. You see them? So, let's see. All right, so this is one for Allie. Huh? Come on, baby, let's try it one more time. You bring your scars, and I'll bring my crimes. We'll raise a toast to the things left behind, and we will roll no more. We will roll no more. I've been thinking as fall comes around, still taking punches, chained in this town. Maybe the best of it we've already found. We should roll no more. We should roll no more. that it scares me. We make each other happy. We make each other happy. Come on, baby, read me like you do. After all the scars and the shit that we've been through, all I want is to stay here with you. Let's roll no more. Let's roll no more. Okay, well, I'm gonna play one more song and then I'm gonna have some other special guests come on to this gathering with you all. You all heard about our plans for the guitar, and so I'm gonna play. Now I saw this request on posted on the posts. A bunch of different places. So I'm gonna play this song. I was excited about it, and it feels like a nice song to play on the edge of on the water as the sun is setting. And then afterwards, we're gonna experiment with some physical art creation with my electric guitar. But first and foremost. Wind blows gusty torrents past the vendors in the streets. Morning glistens softly off the heroes in the cheats. I can hear the rockiest rhythm as my heart beats with the dawn. It's another day out rambling, yeah, but keeping on. And the colors burn like a phoenix on the canvas of the times. Beauty and repulsion, hand in hand, a flipping dimes. The stenographer keeps busy, but he skips the subtle songs. You gotta listen like the hunter. Yeah, we'll keep it on. And I'm walking with a purpose, though I don't know where I go. I may hit the bullseye running, I may never even know. Yesterday may still just happen as tomorrow starts again. They'll smile like I'm familiar, like they know just where I've been. And I am shaking hands with strangers, tasting colors on my tongue, like a sunrise on a mountain, like a brass band in my lungs. It exhausts me to euphoria, it rings me like a gong. Peaceful bliss and whirling everything, yeah, we're keeping on. Meanwhile, the righteous politicians in the end all have their price. They're now holed up with the preachers in the alley playing dice, and it all comes down like clockwork, and the clock plays along. It may lull the eager supplicants, but I'll be keeping on. Meanwhile, our brothers and our sisters, they march out over foreign lands, in the mountains and the oceans, jungles and the sands. And our hearts are marching with them, and we want them homeward bound. We'll insist and then we'll shout, and then we'll tear this whole place down. And if that ain't patriotic, grab a book and have a read. Dissension based upon realities, how this country came to be. We will raise a rebel ruckus forces, howl until they're gone. The patriotic faithful, and we'll be keeping on. Yeah, I promise I won't judge you by the way you comb your hair, or how you live, or who you answer to. In times of desperate prayer, if you're afraid to chat with sinners, I'll just shake your palm. I still love you, sister, brother. Yeah, I'll be keeping on. Meanwhile, Jesus has a theme park, and our country is a brand. by 50 men in China who have purchased all the land, and we're selling arms for money, cause that's what we do the best. Get 'em made by Lockheed Martin, where the crowd will invest in our oil. It comes from lands that claim the West of crooked blood. Sometimes I sit down, soak it in, gotta wonder if they're right. It's enough to make you dizzy, play the fool or play long. Well, my dunce cap is tall and mighty, yeah, we'll keep it. Past the point of crying, my reserves are in the drain, but I'm scratching like a tomcat and I am tumbling like rain. Thinking about the answers when all I'll know before I'm gone is that I'm nothing without everyone. Yeah, but keeping on. Meanwhile, the crime lords got their pardons and are now out on the prowl. The sprawling whirlwind marketplace sells voodoo candy now. Dandelion plagiarists, well, they pop up like disease, and the investment-hungry pirates are all doing as they please, and the yawning-festal virgins all have given up the dream, and the prosthetic prophet con man will soon become unclaimed. And the road to peace is just about as dark as it is long, with my canteen and my walking stick. I will keep it on. Yeah, I will stand up on the mountain shouting, let the bastards come. Dirty and exhausted, chew defiance like it's gum. Crustle troubadours turn taps to a jubilacious song. Shuffling past infinity, yeah, we'll be keeping on. Yeah, it's music that I'm talking about. The rhythms that I breathe, the shady deals and Tin Pan Alley. To the rustling of the trees, the gunshots, the raindrops, our sorrow, our pride. It stuffs me like a suitcase. It takes me for a ride, and the planet spits out hip-hop. Our city hums in time, from the baby sleeping soundly to the restless feud of crimes. When I read the paper over bacon, when I'm shuffling through the thrones, I am humbled by its beauty. Yeah, but keep it on. Highway is soothing, cause it knows the way back home, which is somewhere in the ether of our history's churning foam. And we're shaky but instinctual, like legs of newborn fawn. Balance, man, that's overrated. Yeah, we'll keep it on. The owl's looking over me, it knows me like itself. All of my desires placed for later on a shelf. There's dirt beneath my fingernails, there's havoc in my yawn. I will love with crisp abandon, yeah, I'll be keeping on. Yeah. I'll be keeping on. Cause it's like a sunrise on the mountain. It's like a brass band in my lungs. It exhausts us all to euphoria when it comes. Gusting torrents past the Venice in the streets. Did you see my visitors? Will you guys do me a favor? After we create some art with the grown-ups, will you guys come in and dance on the last song? We have a lot of gatherers requesting dancing, okay? But we'll wait until that moment to have you guys come back on. Sound good? All right. We've got exciting things planned. You are all a part of my family vacation right now. Okay, so for those of you that were not a part of the gathering the other day, I want to tell you what we are about to do right now, because I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm just looking down because I'm adjusting my screen just a tiny bit as the sun fades. It's pretty beautiful, isn't it? And it's gonna get prettier. This is like we're catching a perfect summer night. So it was really cool. My brother-in-law, is an artist who has been a part of the Boston art scene for decades now, and I've always been a huge fan of his work and the art that he makes. Super interesting stuff out of all sorts of different things, but oftentimes out of repurposed materials. And I've also been going through, over the last couple of years, this realization that every time, as an artist and as a group, we get onto a stage, everything that we're connected with, our instruments that we use, and the stage itself, and everything, there's an opportunity to have all of those things represent who we are as artists, visually. And I always thought of myself throughout my career as a strictly kind of music artist, but really, as you all know, and as the gatherings know, right, when a lot of us listen with our eyes, and this gathering tonight is in part really, really special, not because of the music necessarily, but because of what we're seeing around us in this beautiful place that we're in, right? And so, as you know, I've been playing a lot of piano. I've been writing songs on piano, and we got this keyboard to go out on the road with us, and I wanted that keyboard to feel like me. I wanted it to not just be a plastic piece of buttons and metal on a little X stand, right? And so I called Jeff and I said, "Will you build us? Will you build us this thing that the keyboard can live inside of when we're on stage?" And it was so cool. It was, if you have not seen it yet, you will see it next time you see us on stage, or you will see it when I'm back out on the desert and I don't have a piano around and I set it up in front of the cabin and I'm playing for you all again. So I've had this electric guitar for years. I bought an electric guitar, Fender Stratocaster, classic guitar, played by guys like Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix, right? And I loved the guitar, but it's never quite felt totally like me. And I've been so inspired by what Jeff did with our keyboard that I brought him this guitar, and I said, "Okay, can you figure out a way to make this guitar feel a little bit more like me? Can you add your art, a piece of your art and your work to this instrument that I play?" And he kind of thought about it for a while, and he said, "Maybe, yeah, sure, let's give it a try." And so he has been working on it. It was kind of cool. He waited until we were gonna be here together on the water and right on the coast, right? And to start working on it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my mask right now, and I hope that you all will be able to still hear me and understand me even when I'm wearing my mask. And I want to invite Jeff. Jeff, can you come over here? And yes. Right on. Okay, so this is Jeff Smith, and so he is my brother as well as an incredibly talented artist, and so this is what he has done so far to the guitar. That used to be a classic white guitar, but as you can see, he has slightly modified it a little bit.
I did. I messed it up. It was hard because I didn't really want to do it. He had this beautiful guitar that seemed like it was done to me, but he wanted me to mess it up, so I messed it up. And I'm trying to give him an original piece. So we're doing it in a way that no one has done it before, perhaps, and it's topical.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this hand sanitizer, and I'm going to squirt it on the guitar. A little. Maybe you could you squirt a little on the back?
Yeah.
back there.
Okay, so now, and at first, and I think this process has been cool with you and I, because
Okay.
when I first came to Jeff to talk to him about this, I felt like your interpretation was, I want you to mess up this guitar and make it look like it's an old guitar when it's not a guitar. And that was like not my intention. What I want is to play a piece of art. And Jeff, I love Jeff's art, so I wanted him to turn this. So at first he was started to like kind of peel the paint off, and he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think it's great. It looks really cool, man." And then he came up with this idea, right? To take, if we burn the guitar, that it should affect not only the parts of the guitar that still have paint on it, but a lot of the spaces in between the paint, right?
We'll see. This is highly experimental.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So we are taking Purell right now, or Be Safe hand sanitizer, and we are doing something incredibly not safe with the Be Safe hand sanitizer. Okay, here we go.
There. There you go.
All right.
All right. Okay.
And you guys experimented with a couple different
We
things.
did some
that
other
would
wood, but we didn't have an extra guitar to experiment with.
All right.
So we'll see what happens. All right.
We good? Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so now we're going to invite my nephew and also a young artist himself, Ignatius Lindy.
I'm gonna have
Nash,
you roll
come on over here, okay? Okay. Hold on a second. So I think I got to stand here,
Okay.
and you come over on that
All
side.
right. All right. Let's.
And I think.
I'm gonna start it. The hand sanitizer doesn't make.
Wait,
a
how do you want me to
dramatic
hold this?
flame. Like that.
Like
Yeah,
this?
Yeah. You're gonna turn it sideways a little bit. We need some more hand sanitizer.
Okay.
Okay, that's burning. Nash, I think you might have to do your stuff now. Okay, you. You might want to turn it around a little bit. Okay, yeah, turn it upside down. Flip it around a little, Adam.
There you go.
Get over it. Get over here.
You may have to put some more of that sanitizer on, Jeff.
Okay. You gotta check out.
Some yellow going on.
Okay, and turn it over. Okay,
Turn it over this way.
Okay. Maybe just hit it with the. Yeah.
Well, fellas. Jeff, I have a feeling you may need a couple more
That's
rounds
terrible.
of creation
That's terrible.
before this thing actually becomes a functional guitar once again.
All right, beautiful. I'm glad the experiment was a smashing success.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want you all to see this because at some point, right? At some point, I'll be back out on the road when Jeff has had this thing go through a few more rounds of whatever he is going to do to it to finish it, right? And the thing that I love, and this is the thing that that we talk about musically all the time, is that the best kind of art is the kind of art that's taking risks, right? And so we have a half burnt, half yellowed, scraped up guitar. Remember what this looks like, because at some point down the road, I'm going to be playing whatever this turns into. And so I'm excited I will continue to keep you posted on the process. Here you go, Jeff.
All right, brother.
Well, that was an adventure. The first time we have added pyrotechnics into our gathering. Nobody got injured. Pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. We did have a doctor on duty, an infectious disease doctor, unfortunately, so we might not have known quite what to do if one of us had caught on fire. But we were right near the water, too. And what I expected to happen there was that the guitar would light up and burn, and there would be kind of scarring that was happening as this guitar was burning. And then when we were feeling like the scarring was in a place that looked really cool, we would put it out in the water. Did not quite happen, did it? We'll see what Jeff is able to accomplish on rounds 2 and 3. I'm peeking down at your comments right now, and I love them. All right, I'm going down to check out some. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to pull from another request, and I will. I'll give it a try, and then I'm gonna invite my nephew and my nieces to come back, and we're gonna finish up this gathering, dancing a little bit on this rock wall in front of the water as the sun sets. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh man, Troy, I want to try and do this for you. This is actually an appropriate request because, in part, it was inspired by a conversation with my big brother, Art, during which I think I exclaimed at one point, well, at least the boat ain't paddling me, and we both laughed. And during that same time, I've been experiencing hanging with Poche, for whom English is not his first language, and it has gotten me so aware of how absurd so many of our phrases are. So the mission here was to put as many absurd phrases together in one song as possible. And I don't think this is the hardest song I have to sing. And the latest song that I've finished, I've had a fun time sharing it with you all a couple times. I have yet to make it through without messing it up, I think. So we're gonna see how this goes. All right. Man, I have taken my licks. You know I done stirred the pot. I dug myself into a deep dark hole. I stirred that muddy water. I guess you could say that I hit rock bottom. Shattered dreams, yes sir, I got them. Looking at the shell of a man who played the fool on a foolproof plan. I'm as ragged as a guy could be. At least the boat ain't paddling me. It's a real tearjerker, but you heard it before. A typical brush with disaster, I was cut to the core. No one situation, an act of desperation. Not for lack of trying in the pan where I was frying. Yeah, the razor, it was edgy, added fuel to the fire. Cost an arm and a leg, I didn't even kick the tires. On a river of lies, hanging me out to dry. By the skin of my teeth, by the mud of my eye. And now I may be too blind to see. At least the boat ain't paddling me. Now I'm reaping what I sowed in the bed that I made. Taking all my lumps from the hand that I played. They caught me red-handed by the scruff of the neck. They spun me like a broken record when I tried to stack the deck. And now I'm knocked down, dragged out, thrown up against the wall. Flung ass over tea kettle. They got me by the balls. Stabbed in the back, knocked down, bloodied and beaten. Chewed up or spit out, you know my words, they all got eaten. Man, they played me like a symphony. At least the boat ain't paddling me. Well, it was a game set match, man, a 7-10 split. A tangled web with dirty laundry. Should've known just when to quit. It was buzzer beating, crow eating, photo finish, split the finish. Left out in the cold with just my shit eating Greenwich. And now I'm down and out for the count. Some say I had it coming. Burning both the ends, oh yeah, the engine was a humming. The tailor got the tattle, tossed directly from the saddle. Past the red line and the herring up the creek without the paddle. Man, I might be adrift at sea. At least the boat ain't paddling me. Well, I caught the paper tiger by the tail. I let the sleeping doggies lie. I led the lamb into the slaughter, pulled the wool over my eyes. Put my eggs up in the basket, counted my bone before they hatched. Kept got my tongue out of the bag and up and off the camel's back. And now my bonnet is a buzzing cause the bees are still inside. I feel the sting, nowhere to run to, better believe, nowhere to hide. I tried to lead the horse to water, caught the oak dog something new. But then the chicken with its head cut off, but then came home the rooster. Man, I'm barking up the wrong damn tree. At least the boat ain't paddling me. It was a rotten tomato, a brain feast, an acid, a damn hot potato, the lettuce, a sausage, I chewed up a pie. I got put in my place, I got served just to serve with the egg on my face like the salt on the wound. The beer was spilled, was a tough one to swallow, the bitterest pill. But I took all my medicine, wiser and older. Revenge was the dish, and the dishes were colder. I was beat to a pulp, cut to shreds and left twisting like runaway trains or a broad devil fist. And I left before looking, the ship was a sinking. The rats were all fleeing, the flea bag was stinking. The past was a travel I stupidly chose, and I spit in my face when I cut off my nose. I cut all the corners, got kicked to the curb and left holding the pieces disturbing. I do not possess a remedy. At least the boat ain't paddling me. Some say whatever will be, will be. At least the boat ain't paddling me. Talk about your flight or flee. At least the boat ain't paddling me. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. You guys ready for some dancing? It is the perfect, it's getting to be the perfect time of night. Hold on a second. All right, there we are. I'm just adjusting the camera a little bit, and I'm gonna move it over. Hold on a second. Oh, there they are. They're much more graceful than I am, if you've ever seen me try to dance. All right, I'm gonna tell the gatherers your names, okay? So make sure to wave when I tell them your name, okay? First we have Sarah, and Reed, and Ivy, and Lila. Isn't that cool? I get to hang with my family, and I'm gonna move it over just a little bit. All right. There is a young cowboy who lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companions. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to tame. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer. Closes his eyes as the doggies retire, sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. He sings goodnight, moonlight ladies, and rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rockabye, sweet baby James. Now the first of December was covered with snow, so was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Berkshire seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting, with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing on their home in the sky. You can't believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing works just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? Rockabye, sweet baby James. Raise up your glasses, let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May your tongue when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to a real good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let's drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work, and the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, and all that we see. Here's to our hearts, and the air that we breathe. Here's to morale and good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink on down slow, let us drink on down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share.
What a dance.
Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to the gatherers, and then as I turn it off, let's wave to them. Okay.
Goodbye, gatherers.
You all, please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Cheers. Keep waving.